Hey guys, welcome to the In Holy Matrimony podcast. You're with your girl, hey guys, you're with your girl Zoe, and I absolutely cannot wait to get it started, okay? To get it started with you, to connect with you, to know you, for you to know me, okay? Yeah, we're gonna be here one-on-one for a little bit, maybe one on two, one on three, we don't know. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I am so excited to be here, and to just share this message with you. Yeah, this is going to be a very powerful message. So yeah, it's a long time coming. Guys, it's a long time coming. We have spent too long far from each other. We have spent too long not knowing one another. So now we'll get to know. Amen. Yes, we'll get to know. So let me explain to you guys a little bit about what this podcast is. In Holy Matrimony. What is it? What is it about? Like, yeah. So I guess the story is in how I came to Christ and all of the above. So I'm going to share a little bit about that with you. Yeah. So a little bit about how In Holy Matrimony came about. I came to Christ when I was 16/15. I'm 21 years old now. So that is a good 5-6 years. Hey, can I do the maths? Hold on. 15, 16. That was a good six years I have been walking with God. It's not a long time for some, but for me, we've been through it. We have been through the trenches. Like, we've actually walked through life. And so, yeah, I came to Christ in around 2019/2020 when I was in year 10. Oh my gosh. Imagine secondary school living and finding Christ is different, guys. It's different. It's different than when you're in uni. It's different than when you're a kid. It's different, okay? It's different than any other age you can think of, all right? When I was in secondary school, a little bit to describe myself. Hey, okay, guys, how can I describe myself? I will probably say I was a little bit preppy. I was always passionate about God, but I never really knew him because I had grown up Christian. I had this mindset where I was like, okay, I know right from wrong. I cannot be doing hullabaloo too tough. I had this very preppy mindset, like be prim and proper, but it was only on some aspects. It was not on all aspects. I felt like I was the type in secondary school where I don't mind to double. I don't mind to double a bit, but I will not be a part of the crew who, might go far, with some of the ways that they behave, but I was still dabbling a bit in and out. Some people who know me from secondary school will probably describe me as dancehall queen, bashman queen. Yeah, like, hey, may God deliver us. But yeah, that was my thing. Yeah. Shaking Yash. Yeah. Guys, we have to be honest on here. We have to be honest with one another. If we're really going to get to know each other, we have to be honest. That is what I was like. I was a very big attention seeker, but not out in the open. Like, it's something I had within my heart. Like, I really, really loved attention. Maybe that's part of the reason why I was doing all of that. I really don't know, but yeah, that's a little bit to describe myself. But yeah, I would say I was a cool girl. Like, I wasn't too crazy. I was just chilling it. Yeah, it was chill. But yeah, so the kind of switch in my life happened where I didn't know that I didn't know God. But after my sister came back from uni and she had this whole epiphany of finding God and knowing him deeper, that's when I realized that, OMG, there is more to God to know than what I already know. My sister, she was just different. Like, Christ wasn't just something she had on the side on a Sunday. Christ was daily. Like, we'll wake up, she'll be playing gospel music. She would be on these live meetings because she was a leader in her fellowship at uni. She'd be on these live meetings, like talking about God with people. And yeah, like she talked to me about God, and I was just like, wow, like I didn't know that there was more to know about God. But I would say that my sister coming around me and having that in my life, it didn't really change me to begin with, but God was doing a slow work. Like, he was actually doing a slow work. There was one moment in particular that really switched my radicalness for Christ, my love for God. I got into a situation where I was kind of separated from my friends. I had lost my grandma. Like, there was a lot of different difficult things happening around me. And at this point, it was the first time I had ever felt a sense of like deep sorrow, like depression sorrow, like not eating my favorite pizza sorrow. And in that sorrow, I cried out to God, and God made himself known to me. And from there, like, just having an understanding that God wasn't just this faraway God, just this person who, you know, was so distant. You see him on a Sunday, maybe you pray to him when you need something here and there. You don't actually know how to live for him. He's just someone, like, you love him, but you don't even really know what it means to know him and to love him, kind of thing. Like, he wasn't just this distant person, but he became this person who was present, who I could talk to, who sees me, who knows me. And so the first thing I ever encountered God as, when I started taking God seriously, was as this name El Roy. And it was the God who sees me. It was the God who, nobody knows what I'm going through. I'm crying out to God. I'm talking to him, and he has heard me and answered me. So that was definitely the shift in my life. I would say from there, it was just, there was a shift in my life. I came back to school. Like, when I had God, I was different. I told God, like, the same way I was living before, I would change. Like, I remember when I decided that I will stop shaking yash. Like, I will stop dancing. I will stop being there, doing the raga raga in the parties, you know, the broke off your back. Like, I remember when I decided, and people was just like, oh, like, you know, really? Okay. Like, you know, interesting. Like, you know, like, come on. Like, why are you not doing it? Like, you know, like, it lits up the party. Do you know what I mean? And I was just like, guys, you know, like, I found a man. Like, I have found a love. I have found someone special to me. The one most high. Yeah, who I will no longer be compromising myself. Yeah, for anyone, just for him. Like, I'll give my all to him. So yeah, different things in my life started changing. I started getting conviction about different things that weren't very good. I would ask my sister so many questions, like, is this right? Is that right? Is that right? Because I was starting to have an awareness of what holiness is. And yeah, that's kind of like the short, summed up version of my transition. Lockdown 2020, my relationship with God got even deeper. This is like year 11 where exams are done, you know, it's lockdown, etc. It was deep. Like, that's where God threw me into the deep end. Like, everything in my life that I didn't see, God was revealing. I started to understand the different things of God. I started to understand what prophecy was, that people can hear God anyhow. I said, hey, like, this is deep. That God can just say something about your life just like that. I said, wow, like, this is different. Relationship with God is different. Again, it's not this distant thing, like, but God is so active and alive and here right now with us. I remember being on Clubhouse as well. And yeah, just these different like platforms. Like there used to be Instagram lives going on and all of that stuff, and people would be talking about God. Like I used to jump on them every single night with my sister, and we literally used to just stay up for hours listening to people talk about God. And when I tell you, it was good. Like I was getting good word and I was growing quickly. My music changed. I wanted to listen to more gospel music because my sister had a banger playlist that I still listen to this day. I will put a link somewhere, but it is literally amazing. It's called Gospel Chills. And as I just started to throw myself into God and go deeper and know him, I just began to fall in love with him. I began to open up my heart to him. He knew all the secrets of my life. There's nothing I can tell you that God doesn't know about me, and something that I haven't told him either. Like, we dug through my childhood, we dug through my past, we dug through everything, and walking with God just felt like, for the one time I can love someone, I can give my all to someone, and one, it not be in vain, and two, not have to hold back, and not have to be like second guessing with it. One distinct thing about me is that I had so many idols in my life. My sister was an idol. This idea of having a best friend for me was an idol. There were so many things in my life that I placed above God. And God, when he came into my life, literally got rid of every single thing that I put on the highest regard. Like everything that was top in my life, gone. God said, I shall have you shall have no other God but me. And so yeah, God removing everything kind of left me with this sense of, where do I put all my love now? Because for me, if I have a friend, if I have someone around me, it's like ride or die. I will give my everything. That's how I am. Even in the same sense, like if I pick a boy that I like, I'm like, my mind is like so set on this one person, etc. So yeah, God was getting rid of all of that. Yeah. And so now, not only did he remove that, but he gave me somewhere to put all my love, to put all my energy, to put my mind. And yeah, it honestly transformed me. I fell in love with him. You know, I don't know what her name is, but you know that sounds like I fell in love with God. And yeah, I fell hard, and I'm still falling deeper and deeper. I did that so quick, but yeah, that's just a little bit about my testimony, who I am. Let's get into the name, because I didn't get to that bit yet. And that was the whole point of me explaining this. Okay, to get into why it's called In Holy Matrimony is, one, God removed every other thing in my life that I was so infatuated with, so deeply in love with. Everything that I put first, he removed, and he made himself my number one love. In Holy Matrimony is a name that is centered around love with God, relationship with him, and walking with him literally like a marriage. To me, relationship with him is like a marriage. It's like this man that you fall in love with, and then you start to feel yourself changing. You start to feel yourself, you don't want to look to the left or to the right. You don't want to look at any other man. You want to set your heart on him. Like, he is the one. There is nothing else. There is no one else. It's only him. And it's a marriage in the sense you have to persevere. Like, you have to fight through. You have to, like, when trouble comes, yeah, you got to power. So I would say it's like a marriage in that sense as well. And another reason why I would say it's like a marriage, probably third and final reason, is because it literally lasts forever. I remember sitting down with God and, you know, coming to him and just being like, yeah, Lord, we're here for a long time. We're here for a good time and a long time. So whatever it is that you need to work through in my life, let's start now. Like, let me stop hiding things from you. Like, this sin that is there, like, we're here for a long time. We better deal with it now. Like, this unforgiveness in my heart, let's deal with it now. These issues, these problems, what is the point of even wasting time? What is the point of me not following you? Like, I'm actually here forever. Let's just, what needs to be done, let's do it. So from like when I came to Christ, I had that understanding, this is a forever thing. I am in love with you. I am not going anywhere. So I'm doing this because like the finger, you cannot make me go. The Bridgerton, I will stay. No. And then what does he say? You cannot make me. Yeah. So I knew I was locked in with God. We're still locked in. We're going to be locked in forever. It's a fact. But yeah. So that's why it's called In Holy Matrimony. In 2022, I got baptized. Yes, I believe it was 2022. Yes, it was right before I went to uni in September. And when I went to get baptized, I wrote my baptism speech, like literally right before. And honestly, it's probably the most beautiful thing I've ever written. And it was literally metaphorically staged as kind of like vows to God. And honestly, I was writing so naturally. It's only as I was writing that I realized, like, I'm literally writing my vows to you. Like, as I'm going up here and as we're doing this, as I'm getting baptized in front of these people, this is like the wedding ceremony, because we've already been caught in, we've already been getting to know each other, we've already decided that we're out of, in fact, there was no talking, was there talking stage? There's no talking stage. Like, we're committed, like, we've done the courting, we are committed, and now it's time to express to everyone else this love that I have found. And so, yeah, that's how I see relationship with God. Like, this was time for the wedding, at that baptism. So even how I started it was, God, I want to share with you, like, my vows. And I said, like, in 2020 lockdown or something like that, we signed our marriage certificate kind of thing. So yeah, it's deep. I hope you guys hear it one day. Yeah. But after that baptism, I went home elated, obviously. I was sitting in my kitchen and there was a Bible on the table. And at this point, I'm in my stage with God where I want to learn how to hear his voice. So I'm telling you, I'm moving mad. Like, if I hear open the microwave, I'm going to open the microwave. Like, I'm doing the most, but I am trying my best to listen to God. I've blocked out all kind of noise. I've kind of like stopped watching shows and stuff because I'm just like, I need my mind to be totally clear. I want to hear God. There's this Bible sitting down on the table and it just catches my eye as I'm in the kitchen randomly. Like, it's nighttime, I'm ready to go to bed. It catches my eye and I just hear the Lord like, pick up the Bible and give it to your dad. Yeah. I said, what? Like, why? Like, what's the point? It's actually nighttime. Like, what's going on? Even the give it to your dad, like, I must have rationalized that myself. Who knows? But yeah, I just, like, the Bible caught my attention. I just had pick up the Bible. It was 1000% the Holy Spirit. And I'll tell you why. So I go to pick up the Bible. I'm confused as ever. As I'm about to walk out the kitchen, I just have a sense, hold on, like, just open it. Like, don't even focus on giving it or whatever like that. Like, just stay and open it. So as I open it, I turn to this page and it says, blah, 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 like blank name, it has been united in holy matrimony with blank name. And my mind was just like, and the reason my mind was like, was because the whole day to me, I'm telling God how, like, this is our wedding ceremony. I've written like vows as my baptism speech. Like, we're in this love element, relationship, whatever, relationship something. And now seeing this Bible and seeing it say like in holy matrimony and be phrased like as this kind of like wedding certificate thing, to me it was just like, wow, God, you see me again and again and again. Like, I'm not just here doing whatever, but you see me right now as I am. It's not just me, it's not just some one-sided relationship. Like, you get me. Like, your mind is where my mind is at. Like, this is giving wedding. Like, we are joined to one another. We are one. So it was just like God's confirmation back to me, like, I love you. And I was just like, wow. And that is when I said to myself, like, yeah, in Holy Matrimony, that name is going to stick with me forever. And then when I thought to do a podcast, the first thing, okay, a couple things came to my mind, but the first thing that came to my mind was, hey, in Holy Matrimony, what is a better way to describe walking with God and relationship with him than literally being joined to him? I want you to know that this is, you are locked in with God. As you're coming on this journey, you and God, you're gonna be like this, and you're gonna learn how to do it. So don't even worry, like, we're going to learn together. Yes, I have been through the ringer, I have laughed, I have cried, I have suffered, but I'm still here. You're gonna learn how to walk with God and how to walk with him well. And it's a journey. It's a long-lasting journey. But I want us to go on this journey together. So, yeah, that is a little bit about the background of this podcast. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Yeah.